Let's bring in our guest for the hour in Martinez, California. Alan Kagawa is with us. Good to see you, Alan. This case, this phone call is interesting. I want your, anything stand out to you with Corey, the grieving wife, calling in? Anything that maybe you think the jury is going to focus in on, looking for clarification on this supplemental autopsy report?
Thanks for having me. I'd say regarding this phone call, it's a little bit tricky. I'd say if you're a defense attorney, this phone call is not particularly great. Oftentimes what the jury wants to hear, especially when it comes to a defendant like this, is someone who's very passionate, very emotional. You know, maybe she's trying to find out more because she's grieving. Here, she seems rather just objective. She doesn't really have like a lot of emotion, and I don't believe it's playing that particularly well for the defense. The defense, of course, could later on claim, well, you know, this is how she grieves, but I'd say this particular phone call is not particularly helpful for them.
Yeah, there isn't the shock of like, well, fentanyl, where did he get it? And that whole thing. What about I don't know if you're up to speed, but last week, the drug dealer who, according to the housekeeper, provided the fentanyl to the housekeeper, to Corey, to give to Eric, he gets up there and says, oh no, back then I didn't deal in fentanyl at all. It was scary, and I didn't have a hookup for it anyway. People were dying, so no, I gave her basically blues, 30 milligram Oxycontin, not fentanyl. How devastating is that for the state?
I'd say it's one of those things where, yeah, of course, this is hurtful for the state. The state would have absolutely wanted some admission that, the dealer provided fentanyl. Here, I'd say the prosecution did a fairly good job with its cross-examination and attacking the dealer's credibility. I'd say they still have a pretty valid case, but I'd say absolutely that's going to be one of the key things the defense is going to try to undermine, especially in their closing statement.
Yeah. If I'm a juror and this world is foreign to me, let's face it, this is Utah. This is foreign to a lot of people, no matter where you live, but you can assume there are some conservative folks on that jury. Drugs, illicit drugs, fentanyl, drug dealers coming in. And do I care where, if I believe Corey masterminded this, do I really care where she got it from? Or do I want to know, wait a minute, how did this housewife, mother of 3, get her hands on this stuff if indeed the drug dealer that says he didn't give it to her?
I think you're exactly right. It's going to be important to know exactly the kind of jury we're facing. This is a jury out of Utah. I think that, yes, there may be some hesitations and concerns given the sheer amount of negative stuff that's come out about Ms. Richins. But yes, I think ultimately here we're probably going to get a select number of jurors that will likely want to know, in that case, if it wasn't from this dealer, how did this fentanyl get acquired?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. Alan, stand by. We'll get a break. More of the phone call between Corey and the ME after they cue it up, right when we get back. Stay with us.